Neddy was a farmer till he chose the roving way, and weeds crept in his kitchen, and his sheep they ran astray. He climbed the moorland mountains when the weather it was fair, to sit alone and listen to the music in the air. The Ballad of Neddy Dick. True story, actually. An amazing man who could listen to music in just about anything, and his most famous escapade was taking stones from a quite fast-flowing stream and using them as chimes. Well, anyway, an amazing chap of the Dales. Not here, not where the moors. He's over there somewhere. But, you know, it's all Yorkshire. Anyway, December, the last month of a quite eventful year. And, well, I listened to Merle, and I think he's got great confidence, and I love his enthusiasm for the next year. And let's hope he's right. I can feel something happening, and you know, I'm not all wishy-washy and airy-fairy about these things usually, but I can really sense something is going on. And Dell just seems to be going in leaps and bounds. And that thing with the camera, it's so obvious, but so many people don't see it. And if they do, they can use it for their own ends, meaning fakery. The center of the view of any still photograph or any moving image is the exact center of the lens where it's pointing. Absolutely. Never thought of it myself until Dell said, never thought of this. Every motion is push, until Dell brought it to light. So thank you for that. It just means that there is no pull, i.e. gravity. We know it's bullshit, but that kind of just settles it once and for all. And as regards bullshit, there's so much about, and sadly, some people who profess to be flat earthers are some of the worst people to push this nonsense. When me and Mike meet to rehearse, and it's like I've said before, well, I said to Joan that we only get through about 3 hours a week, and not every week, but most weeks we can do it. We have been doing recently anyway. So it's a very limited time, and you've got to sort of go over the things that you may have forgotten after a week. But excuses. But we discuss who we've been, who's been made an impact in our thoughts, and yeah, it is really.
I've realised that it's not quite the way to go. Really.
No, it isn't. I love his enthusiasm, and he's a nice. You can tell he's a nice bloke, but fucking hell, Martin, you've got it wrong.
Yeah, he's back in the wrong tree.
He is. He is.
Glad you think that.
Yeah. It's got to be. You've got to stick to the facts. You can't be willy-nilly. You've got to, like Dell, is absolutely from day one.
Yeah.
The facts. Anyway, you know, my problem is getting.
He's bringing up all this antiquity.
Yeah.
And all these funny pictures and that.
Yeah. They're just.
It's not reality, is it?
It's not reality. Even photographs aren't reality.
No, they could be doctored.
Exactly. Okay. Drawings.
That you can't see with your own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
You know.
If you can't witness something, well, anyway, yeah. It's just making himself and.
I mean, Dell's got it right, going down the street, hasn't he? That's
It really
that's reality, you know.
That is reality, absolutely, Mike. Sorry, Martin Beaker, But I think I was right the first time. You are barking up the wrong tree. I just can't understand. See, I've never been one to push for views or subscribers. I honestly don't care. I obviously want people to come to the realization that the spinning ball is an obvious pile of manure, to put it less crudely. But I don't care whether they get it from me or whoever they get it from. They should get it from themselves. But mostly, like me, people need a bit of a kick up the arse if they're going to do their own experiments. So they need inspiration. So whatever colour that comes in, of course, I couldn't care less. But I just want people to know that there is no vacuum of space. And if there is, there has to be a barrier between us and it. NASA then are total frauds, which is so obvious if you watch any of their bullshit, especially from the 60s and 70s and even 80s. Who were piss poor at special effects back then even. And to just imagine if, say, Gav from Vortex Puppy started going on about a flood, and there were flood lines all over buildings and up church steeples, and you can see them. I can't, but he's telling everybody about it, and he gets loads of subscribers, and they keep building up. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with people? If they can see some sense in this, I can't see any sense in them. And an image, just think of that word and its roots. An image is not proof of jack shit. It has to be performed or displayed or experimented on while you're watching, in the presence of yourself. And no hearsay. Prove it to me. If you've got a pink unicorn in your garage, I want to see it. A photograph wouldn't do. A video wouldn't do. I want to see it. I want to see it eat, defecate. Maybe not that, but it has to be real. It has to be a tangible thing. So, like I said before, if anybody professes to know what the luminaries actually are and how far away they are, that is utter bullshit. So I am very worried about people latching on to nonsense, and that then discredits the it's very difficult to call it something, but people waking up. People are waking up, but they need to wake up to the correct information, facts, not could be's, maybes, some kind of, and not another theory, not another cartoon bullshit image to say, oh yeah, that's it. I know what that is. That's where we live. I even saw Matt Powerland promoting an image of the flat Earth, and now he's another person who gets on my tits a bit, but again, I love his passion, I really do. But I'm always a bit dubious about him, and I know there is a link between me and him as regards music. But anyway, I'll stop it at that. So this is going to be a very short one. Oh, my kettle's boiling. Could you believe that? Just a minute. Phew. So, facts. Your everyday experience tells you that you're not living on a spinning ball. You're not spinning, obviously. And everything, everywhere you look, is level. I mean, the horizon over water, specifically, is level. If you want to go a long distance, you navigate, or the people who are taking you there, they haven't got a globe in front of them. They're not looking, oh, here we are on the globe. No. They use planar geometry to get there. It's if somebody is constructing something, they don't allow for the curvature of the Earth, like that huge bridge in China. Now, I can't read Chinese. It's just like a spider's crawled out the inkwell. And I don't mean any disrespect by that. But it doesn't make any sense to me, of course. I mean, it makes as much sense as French, actually. But I can't read French either, obviously. But I may be able to pick out some words because they use the same alphabet. But Chinese, wow, it's totally different. So I can't read the drawings. But I know when you read, if you go on the internet, look for the Channel Tunnel, for instance. And did they factor in the Earth curve? Because there would have been about 260 feet of curve over that distance. Probably a bit more because it's not just shore to shore. But of course they didn't. That new tunnel have just bored through the Alps. Same again. So no matter what goes on Earth, nobody factors in, no big engineering project factor in the Earth's curvature. Of course it doesn't exist. Again, I don't care what shape the fucking Earth is. I don't care. But it just happens to be flat and level. Well, level. The water on it is level. Of course the Earth isn't flat. It's got mountains, hills, valleys. Come on. But the water could never bend. So, that's it. I have no bias, no prejudice regards the shape of the Earth. I would quite like Star Wars and all that shit, Star Trek. It pisses me off now, but wouldn't it be great if that was a possibility, at least? But no, it isn't. So there you go. I'm going to leave it now because I am actually quite busy today, and daylight is precious this time of year, and I've just come in for a cup of tea. So there you go. I hope you're all fine, and I'll see you in the next installment.
The stupid. Just the other night, right? There's no evidence at all that fluoride prevents tooth decay.
Absolutely none. No, it makes your bones and teeth brittle.
It's worse. It actually targets your pineal gland. Yeah. It's the wrong thing to target it with.
That's, by the way, that's the least of your worries if you're taking a lot of fluoride, that your teeth and bones get brittle. That's the least of what it does to you. Yeah. It actually makes you fucking stupid. It does, mate. It is, yeah.
It's like mercury.
Yeah, and why are people...
It's a halide.
A halide.